아빠한테 있었던 일 왜 아무것도 얘기 안 해줬어요?
제 인생이야 뭐 조금 망가져도 괜찮지 않을까요?
Who could have imagined? The ruthless and domineering grandson of a powerful crime family harbored a poet's dream in his heart. While others fought violently for territory, he sat quietly in class, focused on learning and writing poetry. To the outside world, Park Seok-cheol, born into a crime family, was a merciless villain. Few knew he had a soft heart. Since childhood, his dream had been to become a writer like Hemingway. In his free time, Park Seok-cheol attended poetry gatherings, hoping continuous learning would one day lead him to a poet's path. Unfortunately, his dry imagination couldn't craft beautiful words. His poems were all drawn from harsh realities. Even when polished, they still carried terrifying imagery of slashing throats, peeling flesh, and ending lives. The teacher reluctantly encouraged him, but as soon as he left, the instructor whispered to the other students that Park Seok-cheol was the third-generation heir of a crime family. Writing such terrifying verses was no surprise. After the poetry session, Park Seok-cheol received calls from both the police and his gang. The police had arrested two rival gangs in a street fight. Since no harm was done, they called his father to mediate and demanded Park Seok-cheol return home immediately. Back home, Park Seok-cheol guessed his father was negotiating in the room. Instead of getting involved, he chatted with his police officer, childhood friend outside. The friend sighed at life's irony. The one who dreamed of being a poet was forced into a life of crime by his family, while the childhood troublemaker had become a cop. Knowing Park Seok-cheol still clung to his poet's dream, the friend urged him to leave the gang for good. After the gang members left, Park Seok-cheol went to the boss and announced his resignation. But this wasn't an ordinary company. He couldn't just quit. The boss, unsure how to explain this to the chairman, stalled by assigning him one last mission. If completed successfully, he'd be allowed to leave with a severance package. Park Seok-cheol agreed, but set one condition. He'd complete the job his way. No violence. After leaving the company, Park Seok-cheol went to deliver pickles to his sister, a nurse, at the hospital. To his surprise, he unexpectedly ran into Kang Mi-young, his first love from years ago. In school, Kang Mi-young had confessed her feelings to Park Seok-cheol first. As it happened, Park Seok-cheol had also been secretly in love with her. Their young love had given them a taste of happiness. But soon after, Kang Mi-young suddenly transferred schools, leaving in a hurry without even saying goodbye. Now, this unexpected reunion stirred up emotions in both of them. After all these years, neither had forgotten the other. The moment they saw each other again, their hearts still raced. Learning that Kang Mi-young was preparing to become a professional singer, Park Seok-cheol immediately followed her social media account, replaying her singing videos over and over. Kang Mi-young had finally gotten a chance to audition as a singer. But when she saw someone watching her outside the recording booth, frightening images flashed through her mind. Her breathing grew uneven, and she couldn't sing a single note. She apologized to the director, explaining she had a psychological fear. She couldn't perform in front of others. The audition ended in failure. Park Seok-cheol didn't yet know about Kang Mi-young's struggles. Eager to see her, he went to his sister and asked for Kang Mi-young's number. His sister told him Kang Mi-young had come to the hospital the day before to ask for money. She also revealed that Kang Mi-young had psychological barriers, and her audition had failed. It seemed Kang Mi-young's life hadn't been easy these years. But there was a chance between the two of them, because Kang Mi-young had also asked his sister for Park Seok-cheol's number. As soon as his sister left, Park Seok-cheol received a message from Kang Mi-young, inviting him to meet. He arrived excitedly. Kang Mi-young apologized for leaving without saying goodbye back then, explaining she had no choice at the time. She admitted she often thought of Park Seok-cheol over the years, never forgetting him. Park Seok-cheol said the same, she had always been on his mind. With their hearts finally at ease, they both felt happy. When Kang Mi-young mentioned going to a nursing home to visit her mother, Park Seok-cheol offered to accompany her. Kang Mi-young's mother suffered from dementia, her mental state fluctuating. Kang Mi-young kept comforting her, promising she'd bring her home once her life settled down. Listening to their conversation, Park Seok-cheol truly understood how hard Kang Mi-young's life had been. As they were about to leave, Park Seok-cheol noticed someone singing to elderly patients in the nursing home. To help Kang Mi-young overcome her phobia, he took her to the group and introduced her as a singer willing to perform. Kang Mi-young looked at the audience, old people lost in their own worlds, then met Park Seok-cheol's encouraging gaze. She fought off the terrifying images in her mind and forced herself to sing. Finally, she conquered her fear and finished the song. Park Seok-cheol took Kang Mi-young home. On the way, his sister called. Hearing news about their eldest sister, he rushed to meet her. It turned out their eldest sister had run away from their father's control, abandoning her young son at home. His sister had spotted the eldest sister's best friend at the hospital. After threats and bribes, she learned the truth. The eldest sister was hiding at a casino. The siblings hurried to the casino. Seeing a guard at the entrance, the sister distracted him while Park Seok-cheol knocked him out from behind. They forced the guard to announce their arrival as new guests. Inside, they spotted their eldest sister at once. The hot-tempered sister dragged her out. In the struggle, the eldest sister fell, spilling her chips all over the floor. The casino owner scolded the sister for causing trouble. Words escalated into a fight. Chaos erupted. Park Seok-cheol fought off a group of thugs alone. His sister grabbed an ashtray thrown by the owner, but she was overpowered and pinned on the table. Seeing his sister being hurt, the eldest sister flew into a rage. With a shout, she headbutted the owner, knocking her unconscious. Surprised, she touched her forehead unhurt, then smiled at her siblings. The three troublemakers broke through the crowd and fled. Park Seok-cheol barricaded the door from outside to buy time. Then they sped away in the car. The three went to the exam school where the eldest sister had been staying to gather her belongings. Park Seok-cheol saw his nephew's photo on the table, and his clothes on the bed, proof that the eldest sister still missed him. Back when she was still a hairdresser, the eldest sister got pregnant out of wedlock. They had a wedding while she was still expecting, but after just 1 year of marriage, her husband cheated on her. In a rage, she beat him so badly he ended up in the hospital. When they divorced, she not only didn't receive child support, but had to pay him compensation. To numb the pain, the eldest sister turned to gambling. She even tricked their mother into mortgaging the family home to take out a huge loan. Afraid of being caught and beaten by their father, she abandoned her son and ran away. Now that they saw how badly the eldest sister was doing, Park Seok-cheol couldn't bring himself to scold her. They took her to his sister's place to stay temporarily, planning to let her return home only after their father cooled down. Meanwhile, the casino owner called the eldest sister. The sister snatched the phone, cutting the woman off before she could speak. She warned the eldest sister not to leave the house, and kept checking on her constantly, even calling during work hours. Because of the eldest sister's presence, the sister told her doctor boyfriend they couldn't have dates at home for now. Knowing her family's situation well, the boyfriend supported her efforts to reform the eldest sister. Touched by his understanding, she hugged him in gratitude. But then, the hospital president's wife suddenly barged in, breaking the moment. She admired the young and capable boyfriend, and had brought her daughter to set them up. She asked if he had a girlfriend. Hesitant and stuttering, he finally succumbed to temptation, lying that he didn't. The sister stood there, heartbroken. Afraid she'd say something, he ordered her to leave, using his doctor's authority as an excuse. She looked at him one last time, never imagining he would turn out to be such a hypocritical jerk. Park Seok-cheol's situation was also bleak. The company tasked him with clearing tenants blocking a developer's demolition. The tenants had formed a self-help group. Their leader was a tough man to deal with. Removing him was key to securing the land. Park Seok-cheol was tired of violence. To finish this and resign, he brought his team to the demolition site. Police and tenants were already clashing. Chaos erupted. His police friend stopped him from joining. Park Seok-cheol promised it was his last job. He alone met the self-help leader. He hoped for a bloodless negotiation, but the leader didn't trust gangsters. He called Park Seok-cheol a liar. The first talk failed. Park Seok-cheol left empty-handed. Yet he ordered his men to return after dinner, to protect the tenants from harassment. Unbeknownst to him, his boss and the leader had their own plans. The leader learned Park Seok-cheol led the operation. He saw a chance to kill the rival gang boss, Kang. He ordered the tenants killed if talks failed. Soon Park Seok-cheol got word. His boss was attacking the tenants. He rushed to stop him. Park Seok-cheol warned against failure, but his boss claimed he was only following orders. Then, the self-help leader doused gasoline. He pulled out a lighter, threatening suicide. Park Seok-cheol dreaded this outcome. Luckily, the leader's daughter appeared. She begged him to drop the lighter. He hesitated but kept yelling to stop demolition. The gangsters withdrew. Under cover of night, Park Seok-cheol ordered his men to quietly unlock the door to the self-help leader's room. He went in alone to negotiate. He explained he wanted to go straight, so he was doing everything to avoid violence. But the leader still didn't believe him. They fought back. During the struggle, they knocked over a gasoline barrel. After a few rounds, the leader was no match for Park Seok-cheol. With nothing to lose, he lit a lighter, ready to die with him. Park Seok-cheol kicked the lighter away, but it sparked a fire on the floor. Seeing the leader ready to die, Park Seok-cheol shouted at him, "Think of your young daughter." Only then did the leader stop resisting. Park Seok-cheol helped him out. When they emerged, reporters swarmed them. Cameras flashed. The rescue made the news. Park Seok-cheol's father burned incense for their ancestors. Proud his son had brought honor to the family. At dinner, he served Park Seok-cheol extra meat, a silent praise for his heroism. Park Seok-cheol knew his father's thoughts, but pretended not to notice. His mother understood his heartache and didn't blame him. Park Seok-cheol visited the leader in the hospital. He told him the developer had promised to meet the tenants' compensation demands. Grateful, the leader warned him, quitting the gang would be hard. People you trust will betray you. That's how this world works. After the matter was settled, the gang leader personally hosted a celebration for Park Seok-cheol. He ordered everyone to follow Park Seok-cheol's example, rewarding him with a bonus and a watch. Park Seok-cheol forced himself to accept it, hating the forced praise. After the party, he again told the leader he'd quit the gang when the demolition was done. The leader brushed him off, ignoring his request. Meanwhile, Park Seok-cheol's father went to the bank to request an extension for his overdue loan. The manager agreed, but only if he paid 70 million won upfront first. Under Park Seok-cheol's father's pressure, the manager extended the payment deadline from 1 week to a month. Still, Park Seok-cheol's father couldn't raise the money in time. Watching his exhausted wife play with their grandson, he decided to borrow from the gang leader. Park Seok-cheol saw his father at the gang's office. He feared his father was asking for money. Quitting was already hard. He forbid his father from contacting the leader again. When his father wouldn't listen, Park Seok-cheol finally let his anger out. "Blame you for dragging me into this life." The leader intervened, inviting the father into his office. Furious, Park Seok-cheol sped off in his car. He remembered when the leader first came to him in high school, offering money to his mother. While his father was in prison, his father recalled the past too. From jail, he had asked the leader to send him money, to be paid as Park Seok-cheol's salary. Trapped by poverty, Park Seok-cheol had no choice but to join the gang. In the car, Park Seok-cheol cried. The lost years, the abandoned dreams, they would always hurt.